Alright guys, welcome back to episode 3 of our GORMOK campaign. In the last episode, we did manage to smash the Chaos Dwarves up here in the Darklands, and they look like they are pretty much out of the picture. We see Tretch Craventail creeping over here, which I think we have an okay relationship with. Let's go ahead and check. Yeah, Clan Rictus. It's going up. Aversion, strategic threat, but they like us beating up the Chaos Dwarves, which is good. So hopefully Clan Rictus and then Grease's Goldtooth are going to be securing our west and our east flanks. Because the game plan, I want to go north and south in this campaign. Looking up to the north, I want to capture Zarnagrund, take this bad boy down up here. And let's see, his strength rank, not bad. He only has 3 territories, but we should be able to capture those. And once we capture those territories, I actually want to go fight Grimgore up in the mountains. Because I know Grimgore is over this direction, so ideally we can do all that. And GORMOK not going to be waiting too much longer. I think we can just beeline it north while we still have the WOG, and we can get in there and start crumping these Chaos Dwarves, man, really giving them the dirty. We do have another army forming in the south. We're going to be operating heavily in the red, but with the Conquest, we should be okay, and we can always disband the armies and, you know, replace them with cheaper stuff. But Darkland Orc boys, we have Mildred the Lunch Lady down here in the south ready to go, and we're about to get our Black Fortress up to tier 2, which means we can then start getting the pro gamer scrap shooters, which is what I want to build my entire army around. All right, guys, I think that's it for the turn. No, there are politics that we need to employ here. And one thing I do want to do, actually, is grab one of these characters. Yeah, not the Drake. I think they're both training characters. Let me look here. Yeah, so training, and I guess we'll keep them together for now, because they both kind of fulfill the same role. But I do need to get another character down here. Granted, I can always get a Black Orc Big Boss with this army, considering the next tier building is going to be providing a Black Orc Big Boss. All right, guys, let's continue the big old WOG, get the crumpin' going, and we'll see you in the next turn. All right, so we're being attacked by... I don't know where that army came from. What the hell? Can we win this? Probably not. No, not with that, no. We will... So I guess they had another army out somewhere in the world, which... Obviously, GORMOK is going to come and squash. War Fervor or do nothing. Yeah, we don't want to spend any money on just a little bit of leadership. So GORMOK will come. We're going to go get that settlement, which should be a pretty easy little crump right there. And the WOG will end in 12 turns. Big dog here. Let's get tier 2 on the fortress. And as far as other buildings go, I want to get the artillery building, ideally. So that's going to be right here. Cool. So we're going to have both of our primary tech buildings there. And we need to keep the fighting going. Yeah, let's do that. And aside from that, man, it's you go through that money quick. You're like, oh, we can operate in the red. Then you're like, wait a second, I'm poor. All right, GORMOK is going to go... I could just beeline up there. What's going to get us further? Yeah, we'll just march. It's fine. I don't think they have another army. And with our WOG force, I think we're a little bit too strong for them to handle, honestly. And we'll get that upgraded. And then we can get one of these upgraded, too. We're just going pedal to the metal on this. And this army... We can start maneuvering up. What he could do, how long till that finishes? 3 turns, okay. I could bring him as just like a supporting force. But I also want to recruit a little bit down here, have something ready for Imric. Imric is strength rank 42. How many territories does he have? He has 4 territories at the moment, so nothing too crazy. And he deals, yeah, the Drippin' Fangs. Grimgore's Ard boys are up here. They're strength rank 9, but only 4 settlements. So if I could beat up Grimgore in a fight, then we can obviously really... expand from there, so we'll see. All right, so the big dog, he could hard march. I could do a little bit of recruitment, which is gonna... Oh, hold on. I can already get Black Orcs? Well, where the hell is that coming from? Oh, it's the primary building, the Darkland holds. Okay. I was gonna say, that's pretty quick for such a good unit. They are very expensive on upkeep, though, so I think we just do a couple of you guys. Okay. So we're gonna get some money here, and then we're immediately gonna need to go up here to make sure we don't go in the red. We could also cancel a building, right? We have a lot building. If we start to get broke, we could just cancel one of those buildings. Should be fine. All right, some random Cathay army wants a peace treaty that I will never reach. They're fighting Darkland Orcs, Eshin, and okay, nobody that I'm worried about. Yeah, sure, we'll take we'll take your money. Thank you for contributing to the armory of GORMOK. Okay, so the Gates of the Tsar, we need to squash that lord. He's obviously recruiting right now, trying to get an army together, but that is a trash house army. Like, we will absolutely roll that over. Our Darkland Orc boys are really good. I mean, melee attack in the 40s. They're almost like Black Orc quality, honestly. We're saving scrap, by the way, for our better units so we can mass upgrade them. And then let's just auto-resolve that. There's no sense in fighting that, I can assure you. And, yeah, sacking isn't going to be great, so we will just recapture that. And the Tower of Gorgoth is ready, okay. So do we want to get the artillery building here instead? Not a terrible idea, actually. So we can get that and then maybe cancel it down here. I think that's okay, since we're going to be recruiting up here mostly anyways. And then what cool tech do we have? We don't care about trolls too much. We're not playing that direction as much this campaign. Goblins. The shaman hut, I believe. Do we want to get the shaman hut going? We have the lunch lady. We have the control building already in the main province. And, I mean, we could build the lunch lady building. Not the lunch lady, but the shaman building. Yeah, I mean, giants and rogue idols are pretty freaking fun. Like, getting giants would be cool to have a couple of those mixed in. You know, in the Darkland Orcs, which is with huge giants shambling next to them is kind of heavy metal, right? Yeah, tricky choices, actually. We could build more economic buildings, but I feel like just getting the giant tech is going to be fun. Mobility, Warboy Biggin. Cav are more expensive for us, but we can also just get the squig hoppers and the RORs to cover our cav needs, I think. Because if you have artillery, you don't need cav as much. You just need something to force the AI to attack you, typically, right? Or we could just, you know, burn through the witches and dig through the ditches of the Black Fortress. That's not a terrible idea. And then this one will make us a little bit more resilient to undercity shenanigans. For now, let's just build the defensive building. Emmerich could attack, and that could be the difference. And we can switch it up later if need be. All right, so Big Dog GORMOK is leveled up. Let's go ahead and get him. All right, so now... scrap faction wide is nice. Let's do that since it's going to be something that will immediately start yielding value. So Iron Hard, Casualty Replan. Let's go ahead and get the scrap faction wide. Yeah, that seems like it's quite good. The Drake Rider is going to get hard to hit. And the Backstabber, let's see what else we want to get from him. Yeah, Foot of Gork is what it's all about, but getting magical reserves for more spells is good. And then Foot of Gork. I love Foot of Gork. It's so fun. Definitely one of the coolest spells. Deadly Schemer. Campaign movement range, but not embedded. That's more of like a hero action thing, so I think we just kind of focus more on this. Okay. And then the big dog here. Dirt and Blood. Let's get some Phys Res and local recruitment capacity +1. Reasonably useful. And what does that do? Campaign line of sight, ambush defense chance. That's actually good. We can be, yeah, potentially getting some Skaven shenanigans later on, so... Yeah, see, we have so many mobile ROR pieces. Like, we could just use the regiments if we're down to plug our weaknesses in our positions here. All right, so we have all of our gear equipped right now. Great, so that looks good. Anything we want to do down here with the big dog? I could just hard march him up now. The scrap shooters are going to be a ways off. Guess he could come down. I mean, are we going to need help? Yeah, he could help steamroll these cities. Get that momentum going, I guess. Yeah, let's just hard march him up here. I think that's going to be fine. With the Gates of the Tsar, we will hold off on that for now and head on over to the next turn. And cool. So we got the growth and control. Public order here is a little bit finicky. You know, that's what we do with this army. This guy could just make sure that the public order doesn't get out of control. Yep, perfect. Works out great. Let's get the karate chop going. New metal, so that's pretty good. Armor, now our boar boys are going to be, not boar boys, but our Darkland Orcs are going to be at 75 armor. I mean, they're becoming very good quality, actually. So Gork and Moor, that gives us Winds of Magic. Also diplomatic relations with Greenskins, kind of interesting, although we probably want to crump and confederate them. Pointy tusks and fatta pigs. I love that. It's so good. No complaining. Corruption and all, and also control is really actually quite nice. We're going to go down and get that. Yeah, we want that. Okay, boys. So GORMOK is ready. We have 10 more turns of the WOG. We can get pretty far here, but we do suffer corruption. I think it's just better to go right up on the border here. We haven't really needed to use underway since we're fighting on this type of a landscape here. Is military presence one of the variables that is helping? Chaos Undivided Corruption and characters. Yeah, so Big Dog is going to just march over here. And we can just kind of have him chill out and make sure that the locals don't get unruly. We see a Beastman army here. Oh, Grimgore. Hey, that'd be a cool fight. But Grimgore's got a WOG too. Oh my god, if we can get a battle with Grimgore, that'd be so sick. I think GORMOK is like, he's down for that. Would we win this fight? I think so. We have the character advantage, yeah. These big ones are cute and all, but our Darkland Orcs are stronger, I think. Oh, they have more HP, but with our armor buffs and our stat line buffs, dude, a Grimgore fight would be sick. I hope we can get it for you guys in the next turn. Alright, the Drippin' Fangs are here. What do they want? Non-aggression pact? No thanks. You got one territory, dog, you know. So you remember that scene from Invincible when Nolan is like, you know, this isn't your world to conquer. This is like what I'm going to say to Grimgore right now. He is level 12. He's much higher level than us. No, he's actually not. We're 13. Shit, I thought we were lower. Okay. Dude. Alright, what is he? He's strength rank 1. He's got 5 settlements, but he probably has a lot of armies. But again, if we just beat him up here, it's just GG for him. I assume the Darkland Orcs have that same mechanic. Holy shit, this is going to be awesome. Oh my god, a Grimgore fight. I did not have this on my bingo card. Could we march you up and get you in position? No, we couldn't. Okay, so yeah, public order is looking fine. Characters, faction commandment, yeah. So we will just put you guys right here for now. And yeah, let's, this might be stupid, but it's super fun. And, you know, he's not at war with anybody. Grimgore is failing Gork and Mork by not being at war with anybody right now. So we're going to do this. We're going to declare war. Oh, it's on now. It's on now, boys. All right, let's get to crumping. All right, so the crumpeting begins. And we got, oh, we have to fight this. This is so good. Banner. We have the Scarecrow banner on you, and the other banner is a leadership banner, which is on our scrap shooters. All right, guys. This is going to be epic. The Darkland Orcs versus Grimgore's Ard Boys. What a awesome kickstart after this third episode here. This I did not expect this. I was like, oh, we're just going to be like auto-resolving a bunch of Chaos Dwarves for like 20 turns. But this is good. All right, let's fight it. Let's get the army set up, and the WOG armies will be appearing. Granted, do we want to wait for ours? 1:32 and 6 seconds for his. Okay, so we definitely want to wait. Yeah, and play it very cagey. So let's get our Darkland Orc boys. I think they just win it for us, especially since we just got that armor upgrade. I mean, they're like mini Black Orcs basically, which is huge. Yeah, Grimgore's jealous. I mean, Black Orcs are still better, like, yeah, a little bit stronger overall, but yeah, these guys are very Chad. Can't wait to get a line of scrap shooters too. That's going to be super fun. So GORMOK, I'm going to try and get a duel with Grimgore. Granted, Grimgore does have Gitsnick, so I think he's a bit stronger in that way. But dude, oh, and we have this character too. He's riding a hog now. Oh, hell yeah, dude. I love the face mask. He looks sick. All right, so the Drake Rider is going to be in the mix, and we have our little Goblin Chad who's going to be here with the boys. The Biggins can be here to deal with some of the cav units, and we'll keep a couple of you guys in reserve just to deal with any big scariness. Okay, Biggins, and you're in the front. Foot of Gork, we're just going to be squashing the Black Orcs. So Mobility Core number 1, 2, and 3. All right, so we need to deploy back and just wait for our WOG, basically. Yeah, because his is going to be coming very quick, and it will give him a big advantage. I mean, I still think we could win even 1v2, but yeah, it's still a lot of extra units. So we're going to fast forward a little bit, wait for the reinforcements to come out, and then we will get ready to party from there. We'll send our WOG around the flank. Looks like he's going to be taking up refuge there. His WOG has come in, and my WOG is going to be coming in here in about 30 seconds. So yeah, we get our army. We move over here, and we send our WOG up through the middle, I guess. I don't know. It's kind of, or we could just consolidate it with our army. We do have some Goblin Archers, so we could just integrate them into our formations, right? I think that's fine. Yeah, how many Goblin Archers do we have? So we had, let's get you here, and you here. And we have the Bulwarks now. So I want the Bulwarks to be in the middle. That's going to be awesome. And these are going to be Krakamorks chosen. Nice. We'll get you guys back here. So yes, and the Goblin WOG can just go get massacred on the flank. So we're going to send you guys down there with the Orc boys. The Darkland Orcs will consolidate and stay together. And so you guys can be in group 7 too. All right, so let's consolidate all you guys, do a little bit of this. Go right there. And then the archers are very important, actually. So we want archer number 1, archer number 2, and archer number 3, because they're going to be quite helpful for the frontline fighting. And we can actually bait them into attack using the Wolf Riders, so that's going to be nice. So we could just go juke them and have a little bit of fun there. All right, this angle looks as good as any to fight on. We got to wait for our Bulwarks and our Goblins to get in position, and then we will start moving the formation. And 6, we get you guys right there, like so. And then we can go ahead and move everybody on over here. So let's get you, we have the Harry Potter. So here, 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 and here. And now let's move across the battlefield here. Yeah, it looks like the river is going to be impassable terrain. Is everybody going? Everybody's going now. And you guys can just kind of, let's see, what do we have here? Mainly Goblins, Orc Boys, couple other, you know, junky units. We can just put you in the woods to get ready to ambush out there. And Foot of Gork on the Black Orcs, 100%. All right, so the formation is moving. Good thing we have fast forward. Foot of Gork. Yeah, the Blorks, Paul Blork, Molokop, Borboy Biggins, another great target for that as well. And we're going to march here, but we're not going to attack until we replenish our vigor a little bit. Is he shooting a Doom Diver at us? I know he's got a Doom Diver catapult back there somewhere, so there's that. All right, so let's get our skirmishers to go start skirmishing a little bit. Our guys are going to be tired here in a second from hard marching, so we'll need to give them a second to replenish. But this is a good flank, actually. It denies the wider army the envelop using that, and then we have all these guys ready to ambush in the woods too. All right. But yeah, he has like chariots, pump wagons, so we need to make sure that our squig hoppers are ready to stuff them. Just like in multiplayer, if somebody's charging a chariot through your infantry, you want to counter with your own cav or your own mass to make sure they can't penetrate through. That is what you want to be doing. All right, so let's move up. We have GORMOK's Big Wog, yes. And we're going to let everybody replenish their vigor for a second while we just do a little bit of razzle-dazzle here. Yeah, we can go maybe pull these big Boarboy Biggins out there. So let's do that. I could just send my SEs up and cheese, but I think you guys deserve a proper fight. Like, how you would cheese this is I would just get all my single entities, stack them together, and then use Foot of Gork when the AI blobs around them. But I think a proper line fight here is going to be way more epic and way more fun. So we're going to do that. I will cheese in battles and campaign if I'm going to lose, like if I'm desperate, but until we're desperate, we're going to play the old-fashioned way here a little bit. Yeah, just use one of these guys. You know, just keep poking them. Good, good, Anakin. The AI's like, I don't know how to deal with this, and then they're going to come. Okay. So now we can march up here, and just walk is fine. We have all these guys waiting in the woods, just waiting to get it. And if they blob up in the wood line to fight our gremlins, we can just, you know, Foot of Gork them, right? All right, so everybody's marching. Let's go ahead and hard march now to get a little bit closer. It's going to be a sick fight. Grimgore has, what, 8,000 HP? GORMOK has how much, I wonder? GORMOK is a little squishier, actually. So, yeah, it makes it. Grimgore should be stronger. Stat-wise, though, GORMOK's pretty close. He's more on the defensive side of things. And, yeah, if they charge into the woods with Boarboy Biggins into Goblin Spears, that's a huge, huge win for us. We'll get in there and make sure that fight goes our way. All right, so up you go. A little bit lax on that. Up you go here. And we do see the Orc Biggins and company getting ready to go. All right, so, yep, Dark Armor dude is getting blasted. We're going to get you guys in on the squig herds. And, all right, so in the woods, we got a little bit of Mortal Kombat going down, which is great. Let's get you guys here. And now it is time for us to clash. All right, so you guys clash right here. Let's get the big dog in there to fight as well, and we can get the scary mask band there. Charge, and charge here. The little gremlin fighting as well. And archers will be in position to go soon. All right, so the big Mortal Kombat is underway. We're going to do a Brain Busta Foot of Gork over here. So we're going to get him with a big old Foot of Gork, and GORMOK, the Dark Armor, is going to be looking for Grimgore. So we're going to come over here, fight against Grimgore a little bit, start picking off some of these characters if at all possible. And we do, oh, that Foot of Gork was huge, and now it's time for GORMOK's Wog. Okay, so our shit is going to be mega tanky here. So let's form ranks, get you guys pouring in there. Scrap launchers need to get on the hill back there, and you guys need to get around the outside and get ready to flank in. All right, so let's do another Brain Busta. Brain Busta we can do right here on these biggins that are piling in to fight, and GORMOK and company are in the mix. Yeah, so they're helping out where they can, but our character here is getting smashed by Grimgore and his boss, so we need to go ahead and weasel out of there if we can. And how's our Wyvern character doing? Yeah, we're breaking through those lines reasonably well. You're going to come over here. And it looks like the Boarboy Biggins did get trash canned, so let's just put the firepower down, and the squig hoppers are now getting around the back of the formation. All right, so now we can start collapsing on the archers. Collapse on the archers there. And yeah, the squigs were able to stuff the chariots well enough. Let's get Grimgore. You're going to get this guy. You're going to get this guy as well. And GORMOK versus Grimgore. Oh, hell yeah, dude. Sign me up for that shit. All right, archers are shooting. Scrap launchers are shooting. Let's move you guys down. Yeah, so they're shooting there. You guys are shooting here. And the squig hoppers, let's get one of them on the Doom Diver back there. And one of them is going to get into the archers here while you guys are going to pull this way. All right, big old heavy metal fight. Let's go ahead and pop the Wog again and do a Foot of Gork over here on these guys. Maybe just a Brain Bust is going to be fine. We can even get these Goblin Archers, get them all shaken and stirred. All right, in the woods, the fighting is going good. GORMOK and company. Looks like they did have some breakthroughs on us, which is unfortunate. Use our skirmishers to lock these guys down, and in the mainline fight, how's this going? GORMOK's still battling it out. We do have a potion of healing, so we can pop that. Pop that. We're going to find out who the biggest and who the baddest is right now. So let's make sure to target all the archers back here and shut that shit down. And then Foot of Gork. So Grimgore is in the mix. We do see the Foot of Gork having a nice little opportunity right there. GORMOK and his Drake Rider trying to take down the Ironhide. Let's go ahead and pop the Potion of Toughness. We can do that. And this character, are there any other greenskin characters? There is one right there. So yeah, we got to lay the hurt down on Grimgore, take him out of action, guys. Show who's the biggest and the baddest in the Wastelands. You know, that's, or in the Darklands, that's the idea here. So Archer, Archer, and Archer. Let's move you guys up. Reform the ranks right here. You guys chase there. And so far, so good. Grimgore is kind of getting his butt kicked by all the, 3 or 4 of our characters. And our Wog in the woods actually did pretty good. All right, so that's chased down, and victory for us. All right, so the WOG has done it. The Darkland Orcs, heavy metal armor, able to, yeah, we had a much better quality army, obviously, with more upgrades, so it got it done. But anyways, we'll see you guys on the campaign map. That was a good one. Guys, decisive victory there. Yeah, we could probably just take the money, honestly. That is fine. So the biggest and the baddest, he got crumped pretty good right there. And we will carry on. All right, so we're going to go finish off Grimgore if we can get to him. Confederate, yeah, obviously Confederate. Yeah. Yes. Oh, dude, we got Grimgore. Sick. And we get all his territories in the mountains. Holy shit. Okay, we got to fine-tune things. Oh, my God. That is such a power spike. Oh, my goodness. Okay, so... Jesus Christ. Negative 12,000. We definitely keep Grimgore's army. But we're going to equip Grimgore with some new boys. He does not have a wizard in his army. I don't believe he does. Yeah, what is this guy? Goblin Big Boss. The Black Orc Big Boss is, of course, good. Do we have any Harry Potters lurking? We don't. Just a lot of big bosses who are level 4, level 1. Yeah, so we don't care too much about all these characters. Their upkeep is pretty expensive, right? It's only 120, I guess. So this army's pretty junk. Let's go ahead and start disbanding that. Yes, and then we can go ahead and get rid of you. And get rid of you as well. I think that's fine, because he is level 4. I mean, we could get the big boss down here. Alright. Dude, holy shit. Oh my god, there's so much going on. Oh, okay. I guess we're going to be spending a moment to deal with all this. And I was thinking about giving Icky's army to Grimgore. So he can march up and get in there. And then we crump the Chaos Dwarf base here. But we do have a couple big... So Grimgore is going to hard march down this way, I think. Hopefully not die of attrition. We are going to go back to the Promised Lands here. Go into our raiding camp. Oh, Grimgore could raiding camp too, actually. So let's go raiding camp. And we're going to go raiding camp here. And then you're going to move back this way. It would be really funny if the Chaos Dwarf just like came and finished off Grimgore. Yeah. Wow, this is a lot. So how many territories? We got 4 territories here, plus the Saber Mountains is also there, which, who is adjacent to that? So if we can capture... If we can... Okay, here's the game plan. We use... Can these armies go? Yeah, so we capture that. I don't know who's there. But if we get this, then we can gift these 2 territories up in the north to the Ogres. That is a good army, actually. But again, the big ones are just obscenely expensive. I would rather focus more on the Darkland Orcs, so... Jesus. Grimgore was going ape shit. Let's go see what's here first before we disband anything, yeah? This guy's level 8. Colonize, yes. So then we can go ahead and gift Saber Mountain and Ice Spewer to you. So trade settlement. So Saber Mountain is going to be over here. Yeah, so let me zoom in. So Saber Mountain and Ice Spewer. So Ice Spewer first. And we could get some money out of him for that. I want an alliance. I know if you build the tier 1 military base, you get like a lot more experience from that. So we can actually do that and get the, what's it called, the tier 1 combat building. Yeah, Darkland Orcs building there. Cool. So we'll do that, and then we'll do the gifting and whatnot. I'd love to keep some of these armies up here. This one we can probably... Yeah, I mean, that's not a bad kind of tech layout there. So we can go ahead. How much does he cost to upkeep? 330. Yeah, that's a huge culprit. Obviously, the big and based army is pretty expensive too. Yeah, it's fine. We do have the Chaos Dwarves up here. Yeah, this campaign is basically going to be a systematic crumping of the Chaos Dwarves. So let's see if we can, which army I would want to keep between the two. This one has Trolls and Archers, pretty much the exact same army comp. Yeah, okay. So we'll can this army for now. Let's go ahead and send him out to pasture. And then we're going to get rid of you, although you are level 8. But it is a goblin character, you know? It is a little gremlin. Speak with spiders. Yeah, he's more focused on like the goblin tech and whatnot. Campaign movement range 5%. Level 8 on you, and then you are level 4 with the big boss. I think we're just gonna downscale, and downscale here, so that's fine. Man, we have a lot of stuff to do in the hills here. Grimgore's army is pretty raggedy. I'm happy to keep the characters in it for now and just kind of get rid of this junk. Let's do that. So we're actually back in the positives now. Yeah, that's why our armies were obviously taking attrition. Grimgore, if we could move over here. We can honestly keep the crumping going too, because we still have 9 turns. So we could even start on the Chaos Dwarves here. This army is like kind of cool, but again, I want Darkland Orcs. I don't want to be using the Orc Biggins. So that army kind of just needs to be redone. It is eyeing this little sausage over here. He could attack us, but if we're going to be giving those territories to the ogres anyways, it doesn't matter too much, right? Yeah, so I think we just downscale on this. Yeah, we go back into the green. Perfect. And then we can go ahead and keep that boss. That'll save us having to recruit another one. So that can come down, and he can get ready to join Grimgore's army here. So he's going to come all the way down here. There he goes. And the little goblin. Again, we're more into orcs in this battle here. And we're going to go ahead. Do we keep you since you're level 8? You know, he could be our third army of just like trash tier units, right? Yeah, we can keep this level 8 Chad. He's not too expensive. We'll keep him. See how we play it out. All right. So we got the diamond mine here. And this is Karak Vrag. It's down here. We definitely need a control building, because public order's Shady McGrady here. We can start on the Darkland Orc buildings. We have this, and then we have a shaman building, which we can recruit a shaman. I think we're pretty much at the cap, right? Giant River Troll Hag, shamans. Yeah, we are at the capacity there. We already have a second character for Grimgore, so it's fine. We'll get rid of that. And that is going to be the River Troll Hag building, which we can also get rid of. And then we can do growth in this region, and the Squig Hopper building we can also cancel as well. Okay, I think we've done most of the fine-tuning here, so now it's time for Big GORMOK to do his thing. Bulwarks, Beast of War is going to be for the big boys, and March or Die is going to be campaign movement range. And more armor for the infantry. Oh god, yeah, sign me up for that. Forged in Chaos, immune to Chaos Waste. Okay, but that also gives us chaos attrition in our provinces, which we don't really need to worry about. So let's just do the foot troops rule. This is like campaign was like designed for me, just like infantry focused. Like, oh, never been a fan of like cav single entities, but just big Chad infantry bricks, dude. That's what it's all about. Okay, foot of Gork, and then we have the troll eater man, the deadly schemer. He's just there to increase our mobility, really, and we can go ahead and get the training on you. And outstanding. So you are gonna give your stuff to Grimgore. He's only level 1, so he can start heading up. And then what we can do is we can open a war on multiple fronts. We can have Grimgore come down here with a Giga Chad Darkland Orcs army and smash the High Elves, and then we can have GORMOK continue his conquest of the Chaos Dwarves here. So he like finishes off the Tsar army here. This army is probably not bad, actually. Probably not a bad 20 stack. Okay, GORMOK's a little bit beat up. Might be prudent to just like lick our wounds for a turn and get everybody together. All right, so Grimgore. Let's look at his skills. We could reset all skill points. Probably a good idea. All skill points will be cleared, and the character will be wounded for 3 turns before any skill points can be reassigned. Let's see how bad they did it. Okay, Deadard. Choppas and Deadly Blade, I mean, not the worst. I think we can still salvage it from here, actually. So to boys, we want to get this for the Darkland Orc units he's going to be getting. Yeah, I think we can salvage it. We'll keep the Goblin Boss here. He has Scavenge and combat skills. Sundering attacks, speed, and opportunist murder, or enables disrupted so he can silence things. And he's got a giant spider. That's not terrible, actually. This guy, yeah. We can do that and reset his skills. It's fine. And then you are going to be... Yeah, this character is what, level 10? So we can reset your skill points too. That's fine. So Grimgore is just going to be on his own for a turn. We'll send them back and we can refresh those characters and put them in Grimgore's army when the time comes. All right, that was a turn and a half. This guy's going to come down and join the army, or you could just stay here, actually. I think Grimgore already has one, so that's okay. And then we have this. Great. So GORMOK could crump this settlement, but then like Grimgore is going to get killed on the swing back there. So I think we just wait like 1 turn. Let's get growth there. Low funds. Yeah, no, I'm aware the funds are low, but we're not in the red, so it doesn't matter. We're going to be rich soon once we start crumping, I can assure you guys. All right. Good turn, man. That was a great turn. Holy shit. How many territories we have now. We're already at 12. Oh, Greenskin's OP. All right, man, it's so different than playing UMA campaigns. You know, the humans, it's certainly a more, yeah, Skaven are probably growing strong, but so too are we. And we should be able to get the ogres to be in an alliance with us in like the next couple turns. All right, they want a non-aggression pact. I'm actually okay with that. I mean, although conquering them, who are they fighting? They're fighting Nurgle. I think I'm going to hold off on that because Grimgore might want to go down there and crump them. You know, like it's free territory. I don't think Greasus would care too much about pig barter. Okay, so from here, let's go ahead and get Grimgore to underway march over here. And then you are going to go ahead and hand over the boys to the Ironhide. So we'll do all that. Looking great. And then you, we can just disband you. And now Grimgore can consider recruiting in the next couple turns. He's got a nice little army here. We have the siege workshop for rock lobbers. And yeah, all is good in the neighborhood, guys. Our WOG is here for 8 more turns. Down here, what are the buildings can we get? I mean, probably just getting more shaman huts isn't a terrible idea. We probably should have just kept those. Although fully upgrading them does give us more recruitment capacity, so probably building that in main provinces is just better, actually. All right, cool. It's all done. The Demon Stumps camp. Yes, yes. And back up in the mountains here. Yeah, getting the defensive buildings for the wars to come is not a bad idea. We do have the mushroom, recruit rank for squigs. We don't really care about that. Not as much of our jam. We'll do growth. And then I don't think we can really afford much else. Yeah, we could get like some like Boar Boy text somewhere in our empire so we can have it in a pinch if we need to, but yeah, that's okay. All right, time for a proper good crumpin, guys. Time for a proper good crumpin. So Arcane Conduit. And then I think we had our Girthok character leveling up too. Gather the boys, casualty replenishment, yeah. Grimgore is going to get his homies back, and he does have Mildred the Lunch Lady. Mildred can get the Armor of Silvered Steel and the Talisman of Endurance to make her a little bit more resilient and outstanding. So Mildred, we need to get replenish, and Purple Sun is obviously great. Grimgore going to be rocking not quite as good of an army. 85 armor on our... They're basically Black Orcs now. They're straight up Black Orcs. Yeah, so that's huge. All right, so... that is just 120 stack. The Veil of Woe has a good garrison. Is it walled? It is not, so it's just going to be a pretty easy crumpeting, I think. So we get in there, we take the Veil of Woe, we sack it, we occupy it. And then Grimgore can join us like in the next couple turns. Yeah, so we're going to do that. Let me see if anybody's at war with them. Okay, cool. So I am going to... let's see, how do we want to play this? That is being repaired. Yeah, you're here. So you're going to go join this army right there. These territories are going to be gifted to the big dog. So let's offer to join their war against the servants of the Conclave, which they love. And then we're also going to go ahead and trade a settlement, which see if Ice Spewer is here. And then we can't quite get an alliance yet. Can't quite get there. It does give us military access. We'll just join the war against them for now and demand some money. And yeah, military access is fine. We get 2,000 gold out of them too.
Decent bomb.
All right, there we go. There we go there. Perfect, perfect. And yeah, 14 territories. He's pretty thick over there. Yeah, the big grease master. Okay, so now we're at war with these guys. GORMOK is going to just cleave the hell out of this. I think we could just fight this real quick, so to minimize casualties, because auto-resolve will probably kill a lot more than we would actually lose. So I'm going to jump in and fight this and just fast forward it, guys. And it's not worth you guys watching, I don't think. And we'll see you after the battle. All right, guys, easy victory for us there. And, oh, dude, give me that fat sack. Oh, yeah. Hey, that's a pretty good arcane item. So we're going to put that on the big dog. So that is going to be the Book of Asher. There we go. Nice stuff. And then we can just go occupy this. Yes, occupy, loot and occupy. 12,000. So now we are certainly doing very well financially. They may attack us. If they do, we'll crump them pretty good, I think. And GORMOK, the Dark Armor. Let's go ahead and do level ups right now on the big dog. So, Sundering attacks, only the best. Recruit rank for units is +2. Beast, we don't really have the shooting yet. I don't know if I want to make him anti-large or anti-infantry yet. We're going to go down blue tree, I think, a little bit. And then for you, Primal Instincts. Great, that's our Darkland Drake Riders. We're going to go down his advanced tree right now, one of the boys. And that gives him the Mumbo Jumbo chant, which is actually quite good. It's not bad at all. All right, this is our little gremlin. Gremlin levels. And yeah, everything looks taken care of there. All right, guys. So now we're well off again. We're in good financial shape. We want to get buildings probably that generate, scrap. So we could even just get, I don't even more artillery buildings. Like these generate scrap per turn. We're at 500 scrap right now. I'm thinking that like I might just want to get some scrap, like upgrades for the boys, because like it's gonna be a while, So for these guys, speed, more armor, or vigor loss, or weapon strength. Let's just get more of this. So those guys are going to get the scrap. And yeah, we're just going to upgrade, because now they're at a 105 armor for an Orc Boy unit. I mean, that's pretty Chad. I figure I could like save it all day, but yeah, we're just going to get armor on everybody. Heavy freaking metal, baby. All right, those guys are all freaking Jacktimus Prime now. Let's get a growth building here. Gates of the Tower of Gorgoth we could level up. And any buildings I want to do here. Public order we do not have in this region yet. So we can destroy this and get a public order building in the next turn. Grimgore should be able to quell any rebellions here. He knows how to do that. Get a little defensive building there, and back in the main settlement. We don't need to upgrade that probably. Another shaman capacity. I mean, is it really even worth it? I don't even know, man. I don't even know. Boar Boys, the giant tech. Yeah, we have that, so we can get the big scrap chads now. And as far as this goes, I guess we can get that to the next tier. But if we can't even decide what to do here, I mean, another growth building, I suppose, is fine. Just kind of growth spam. And that is a Darkland guardhouse. That's going to be increasing our sacking and whatnot, so probably prudent. And then this army in the hills, just kind of AFK. We want to wait till we get Saber Mountain a military building. Then we should be able to get an alliance, as you guys have taught me. Let's get that upgraded for the income and then get a defensive building there. And yeah, just like that. That's how you update a Orc Empire, huh? That's how you do it. Training tier 2. And we will see what we want to do with that little goblin up there. We may just disband him. It is a bit of an upkeep, tax. Yeah, he's level 8, but like... It is nice having a caster lord too that is reasonably leveled up, but the AI probably didn't do a bad job with the skills actually. That's pretty good. Shit. It's not bad at all. Okay, yeah, we'll keep him, I guess. And one of these days we'll recruit an army with him and go from there. The Chaos Dwarves have besieged us. This is going to go very badly for them. Grimgore is just going to underway over and we're just going to like give him the dirty. Although, is it 2 full armies? Oh shit, it is. Oh, this is going to be an epic fight actually. Never mind. Ooh, GORMOK could be in a little bit of trouble here, actually. Not gonna lie. I think with the Ironhide, we're gonna be all right, but that is 2 scary-ass armies. Thankfully, we have the WOG. Yeah, okay. That is gonna be pretty epic. So probably what we'll do is we will recruit a bunch of RORs. So we're gonna cancel some buildings. Grimgore is gonna get RORs, and then he will head on over. So let's cancel that, cancel this. And then Grimgore can recruit Regiments of Renown just to get a big army. And so he's going to get Swamp Fangs. We'll get the Logie Bogies, yeah, the mobility pieces, Rustiers, all of it basically. Just all hands on deck. And again, we can get... This is what RORs are for, really. Yeah. Cool. So we're in the red, obviously. But we're just going to move over with the Grimgore, and we're going to fight the 2v2, and we should win it. We're a little bit tattered, a little bit beat up here and there, but nothing that we can't recover from. And yeah, we can gather the boys for the replenishment. And I think this is this is like the Dragon Ball Z. Don't worry, you'll get the fight in the next episode, because this fight's going to take a while. I like to keep these episodes around 45 minutes to an hour, so this is a perfect time to call it. But yes, get ready for the next episode, guys. It's going to be a sick showdown. GORMOK and the boys, 105 armor Orc boys. I mean, look how shitty the Chaos Orc infantry are. Like, they are going to get pancaked by our infantry. But we have to worry about the Fireborn and the shooting. The Fireglaves are a problem, and so too are the Infernal Guard. So, and the Hell Cannons. But Hell Cannons, the AI just lets them die usually. You just like swarm them with like some riders or something, and you're totally chilling. That's it for today, guys. Thank you for joining. Prepare yourselves for a glorious Dowizar showdown. We got to fight Grimgore today, which was fun. But now it is the biggest test of all. And if we lose this, it would actually be pretty funny. Because then we would, we'd still win it in the long run, but... be a cool setback, honestly. I like setbacks like that. They make things interesting. Good thing we still have the WOG army, too. So technically we have, I think, yeah, we got 1. So we got 20 here, plus 16, plus another plus 14. So we have a bigger army than them still, which is good. Because every one of these like crappy wog goblins, we want them like chasing fireglaves, right? We got to watch out though, because they have the oh god, the dreadquake battery. Okay, yeah, that's actually going to be hard. We'll see you guys in the next episode. And the next episode of Dragon Ball Z, they will finally fight. But yeah, we'll get there, guys. And thank you again for joining. If you're enjoying the campaign as well, please do drop a like. It helps out quite a bit. But that is going to be it for today, ladies and gentlemen.